into the draft. We want to see what these teams want to bring out. New patch has been dropped in already, and yesterday's games were probably like, if they were watching the games, they kind of get a good idea of what teams want and why they're good.
And not to mention as well, it looks like they will be blending Cloud so far. Cloud has been quite a significant buff for the prior patches until now, so not too surprised people don't want to deal with it. But at the same time, Baleric has been buffed up as well. On top of that, things are going to be very different right now. Like, I think we've seen a lot of things for the previous weeks here. This week itself, it's a lot different story because four heroes has been banned off the map as well. We have the Kaya being banned, Uranus being banned, Changi being banned as well, and the last hero is oh, that's the last hero. There's one more hero they actually banned. Kaya, Changi.
He's new.
Is new. Oh yeah, and Kufra. Yes, Kufra. Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, Kufra is ridiculous.
He is absolutely ridiculous.
Don't
and
worry.
I think for Reborn side, their draft is very much telling that they don't want to deal with Fabi here. Fabi can play a lot of these marksman heroes, and he has been top global club before, so it's a little sign of respect. Like, hey, we don't want to deal with that at all. So now, Mysterious Assassins, on the other hand, they have an option here. They could open the floodgates, or they could just get rid of Lunox, giving over Grok to Reborn. But we'll just see how they want to play the game.
It's hard to deal with Grok right now, even despite not having the Kaya in the pool as well. Grok is still a nuisance to work with, but still looks like MYA has something up in this dress. They are going to be giving away Grok instead, potentially, which they will. And this opens up for the Baleric as well. Baleric,
I think it's going to be the Cho Akai. Or Cho, or their offlaner.
I kind of like the Cho, considering that Grok is kind of like the early presence, like in the front liner, always zoning things. Cho can be really slippery and cut the backlines here, but it looks like MYA will prioritize the Baleric pickup. All right.
I think it's interesting because Baleric is so good, especially against a team that has a lot of constant AoE. Like, in particular, Claude, now that they've changed his ultimate to give his seed of life to everybody, he just basically is hurting himself as he goes in with the Blazing Duet. But now they switched it up. They're giving Lamau over to Thamuz here. So, right, fine. Maybe switching it up.
I don't know. I feel like Mysterious Assassin that they are actually experimenting with playstyles. Like in prior weeks, we've always noticed that MYA has been playing this safe approach, non-aggressive, only take defensive fights. I feel like Baleric suits their playstyle in this regards. Maybe they can bring that their usual habits into the table and maybe win this game because like they are always playing it safe. They don't go for aggressive pushers in these regards. But on the other hand, Reborn is super aggressive in these regards. Not just on drops, their playstyles as well. Now having the carry available, this Baleric is not going to survive really long.
Yeah, and you did mention it. Yeah, they are aggressive. They like to be in your face a lot. They like to throw a lot of chaos into your current plan. If you have a set plan, they want to interject as much as possible to make it difficult. Mysterious Assassins, looks like they're going to be locking in the Hell Curt here.
That's very smart. That's very, very smart here coming from MYA.
I really like this pick. I really like this pick mainly because Carry is just going to have a tough time in general. It's kind of...
Cho as well.
Yeah, Cho as well, but Cho's going to be in that tank position, so Cho really needs to keep an eye of when that Dark Knight falls so that he can kick away, at least kick away, or if he doesn't have the kick, try and just block as much damage from Kuchinguba as possible. But coming into the second ban phase, what are you expecting here?
Oh, they definitely ban a second tank here coming from Reborn. Like, right now, what are the tanks that pairs well against with Baleric? I think Lolita is kind of nice. They buffed it out a little bit. Rafaela is kind of nice as well, but Rafaela only helps out Baleric a little bit, considering that Baleric is the type of tank that doesn't have the highest mobility, but he has a lot of HP tank ratio. But in this regards here, if you don't get defense items against carry, you're going to get shredded here because as your HP grows bigger and bigger, carry is just going to rip you even more. And Baleric, you cannot rely too much on armor buffs because you kind of need those HP spikes to buff up your spikes here.
Yeah, and that's kind of the issue because now that you have the options of Baleric, they're going to get rid of the Harley instead. I kind of feel like they want to pick that up for themselves. But Reborn, on the other hand, they definitely want to pick up their second tank here. Mysterious Assassins, they know they could, if they really wanted to, they could go for a big daddy comp, but now you don't have the option of Rafaela.
I would like the Lolita to deal with carry, but at the same time, it's not the best tank ever.
I would say Akai here, only just for the lockup.
Yeah, I forgot about Akai though. But I don't know, I feel like Akai doesn't fit in the meta right now, considering that he's not the tankiest tank. Like, utility-wise, he's the best, correct? But after this recent patch where they buffed up most of the marksmen, even Leslie is starting to feel like it hurts a lot. Considering that level 1, he actually does with the solo assassin emblem, he actually does 480 damage per hit with the passive there, which hurts a lot in level 1.
Yeah, but in most cases, I feel like the meta is already in a place where it's all about this early game. So yes, that level 1 does hurt, but she can't really clear wave. She can't really roam around. She's really immobile. And now you're going to have to deal against things like Hell Curt, Thamuz, place people who are easily can get on top of your face. And that's not very fun to deal with, especially if you are the marksman. Last 8 seconds here. Looks like they've already locked in the Alice.
Okay, so it's gonna be an off-lane Cho here.
Ooh. I
Ooh.
think Cho is still...
Wow. I like the Belleric. I like the Diggy a lot just to deal with the Belleric ultimate. It sort of gives them that control a little bit more, but at the same time, it doesn't do much besides reducing control. It's not like a damage reduction ultimate there.
I just want to see Belleric pop his ultimate and Alice just going into 5 people and just getting gunned down.
Yeah.
Immediately
That's
gunned down
hurt.
by that passive.
That's definitely gonna hurt.
Yeah, but I don't think it's enough. I'm not sure which one, whether the DPS is enough to outscale the life gain from it. It's kind of hard to say, but it looks like they're going to be locking in the Gato Gacha, and I'm actually kind of okay with this. I'm actually really good.
I'm actually
happy
not
with this.
okay with this. Like, considering that they don't exactly have the highest physical damage output in early game. Like, once they hit the 4, who's dealing the magical damage? You're going to be relying on Kagura for pickoffs?
I don't think they want to go for pickups. I think this is.
I think they're going for
fight.
a defensive kind of strategy,
Yeah,
right?
a 4-1 rather than a 1-3-1. But let's see what these two teams have to say to each other.
Siapa bilhin ng ibon? You're just a history.
Ooh. You're just a history. Basically, Reborn, calling them out for being the dinosaur age people, but
just a little salt there, just a little bit. Now I have to give it to Reborn. That was pretty good burn, best burn I've heard this week so far. But we're gonna go into game here. Let's see the lane assignments. This is going to be Reborn versus MyA. Quite a lot on the line here for MyA and Reborn. They want to get themselves a little higher than 8th place.
Well, surprising this game here, they only have 1 Petrify for each team here so far, and they have the Purify up on long as well, so it doesn't want to get caught up by Gato Kacha early on, or maybe even or the silence here from Helker. So the Purify does help out overall in this regards, but still, they need to be very careful about this from long. So they have to make sure Carry gets that kind of farm here, but at the same time here from the map itself, you can see an aggressive push here from Reborn. They're going to be doing this, trying to steal off the buff here, but at the same time here, Kenpachi is in some trouble, gets caught up instead. And first blood has been taken in favor of MyA. Great start here from them. And this is going to be continuing this year. Without the Grok, I don't think they want to fight this, but it's only a Diggy after all.
I mean, I guess, but they don't want to give over the advantage. Now, Kuchin Gubu is just going to have the time of his life against Rin here, because what can Rin really do against Thamos? He needs to be able to trade really efficiently, and he can only do that after 2, so hopefully he starts to gain an advantage in lane before the rest of the team. I mean, Reborn is going to be helping him out, so he's kind of by himself here. Very
nicely done here from Mysterious Assassin, considering that they gotten a nice kill, considering that Reborn is always famous for doing the 1-3-1 strat, where they actually push out the mid lane early on and regroup in the top side and then just go for the buff. And surprisingly, they actually caught out Kenpachi there, so very nicely done for MyA. It's going to help them out a little bit here, but the waves and the levels disparities are starting to show here.
Yeah, I think it's going to lead up to in the next 20 seconds or so when Turtle does spawn. I was a little disappointed that Kenpachi got caught out. I mean, you already have the Grok. He just needs to go in first. You can clearly see the stacks on Hellcrit, so there is no reason for you to be up that far ahead. I mean, it's unfortunate, but what can you really do about it? But now Reborn, they want to continue the aggression, make sure they cut off the waves so that they have priority on this Turtle. Now, Belleric, he could face check, but they're going to lose a wave if they do so.
Look at this rotation here from Reborn, sending Cho up to the mid lane in case of any kind of attachments here, but the Turtle is going to be contested here. Gato goes out of a nice little retreat here, catches multiple heroes, but they are caught in between Reborn here as they silo, pops the ultimate, goes over Rin. Rin joins the fight as well, gets a double stun as well, and they wipe out MyA. And this is what I'm talking about. Sending rotation, the Tamus were a little bit late to the party here, considering that Cho already cleared the creep wave up mid, was able to rotate in time there.
Yeah, and not to mention that a lot of them haven't hit their big ultimates yet, and Kuchin Gubu, not even within the fight, he was basically just not there. Oh, is he able to pick this up?
Nope, don't think they can. He has have more available, but it's only a Tamus.
Yeah, and as I was saying, you're the most important people who need their ultimates. It's going to be Shadow, it's going to be Fabi, and even though he goes right in, pulls his team into a fight they don't want to take, especially when Silo was already level 4, locks up 3 people and just cuts them off.
Exactly, and not to mention as well, they needed to win that team fight based on using the Belaric's ultimate here. But now they've lost 4 man here, the economy is favoring towards Reborn, but with the Belaric's ultimate, I think they can still have a chance in this comeback here. But speaking of comeback here, Rin not giving a chance here, Kuchikabu getting died by a while, Gato Kacha going to be joining the party, was so close to dying as well, but instead, they do catch off Rin instead here. Kuchikabu somehow managed to survive, but on top as well, Reborn playing the double offensive here. Going for 2 dives here. They can't seem to find Shadow though.
Yeah, I think they did. Mysterious Assassins made some really good plays.
Oh no,
Shadow's in trouble.
Going to be in some trouble. He's going to take a lot of damage. Evo X going to be popping the stops, the sweep as well.
He's
Pops the
dead.
ultimate, forcing out, but he's so tanky here. Kuchikabu going to help him out a little bit more here, and Shadow is able to tank that through here. Fortunately for him, he does have the tower to cover this. But at the bottom side as well, Mysterious Asset does go for a trade-off with tier 1. Fantastic stuff from Shadow, able to tank it all up on there.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Reborn didn't pull the trigger a lot earlier. They had everything set up. They had the time under there. They could have pulled him back. They could easily just go straight in, but they decided not to. He gets the heal off, and Thamos comes to save the day just in time. So Reborn must be really annoyed about this because they didn't even get the trade-off. So now Mysterious Assassins ahead in gold. They've caught up, and now this is where it all comes down to.
This is definitely going to come down to indeed here. Turtle is going to be very low. Gato Gacha again, same scenario from the first Turtle Vibe, but managing to catch out ball. But this time they have the Battle Breaks ulti. Same goes for the Diki. And MyA is putting a lot of damage on this because of that break. And now Helker gets taken down by Grok instead. And now they are in some trouble. MyA manages to scale back into the economy game.
Really nicely done. Kenpachi with the ultimate. A great deal of importance came to that because he needed to get out of there with the rest of his team before they get chunked out too hard by Shadow and Fabi. They did prioritize Fabi. They get him down. Now they've profited a turret off.
He's in some trouble here. Oh, the wall almost
more.
catches me. Can they pick him up? They do not have the mobility.
Is that bird gonna kill him?
No. Alice doesn't join it.
One
Oh,
hit.
the bird! The ball! One more hit!
One more.
Kenpachi,
He's gonna throw one
he's
more.
got the sprint! Can he get it?
He's got
gonna
it.
go chasey. He pulls it
Yeah.
back. It's there. No! The shield!
Oh, the Aegis saves him!
Aegis!
That was really
Oh, that was
unfortunate.
clutch. That was so clutch.
Oh man, Kenpachi even blew his sprint just to get in range to do so.
So close.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That was sick. That was sick. This is a different MYA we're seeing here. But at the same time, in terms of economy-wise, because of that play there, Kenpachi is able to buy a little bit more time for his team here as a Reborn here. They're going to try to go for a couple kills here. Shadow trying to do his best to buy enough space here for Helker to come up online. On Helker to work with. But Fabi, you know, he's not having a great time right now. He's down to 2. But speaking of which here, Shadow bought a little bit of time here. He's going to be in some trouble. He's going to get deleted here. Pops out, pops the Q as well. It's not going to be enough. Gato Gacha, fantastic style. Baited out, cuts the 2. Now they can take out Diki. Who's going to be alive? Long is still alive here. The carry's going to be joining the party. And here comes Fabi. He's going to join the party. Can he keep up though? Dacer goes for a bit, but misses the taunt though. Lom able to dish out a little bit more damage to slow from carry, keeping him at bay. Evo X trying to make some kind of plays. Does he have the ultimate? No, he does not. And he gets destroyed here, trying to take an attempt at Dacer's life.
Looks like Rin didn't want to be part of the fight.
Rin,
Oh, there he is.
Speaking of partying on fire, he's going to delete one himself. He's going to try and look for more. He does have the damage output. Endless Strike is available for him. Fabi, he's one more hit. He gets one. Rin!
Ooh, that was a nice flicker there. Really, really dirty. Oh my goodness. I didn't think he would be in range to pick it up, but he does get the double kill, which kind of, you know, saves the situation a little bit more, because I thought MYA was going to get away with this with nothing, without getting punished at all. Now, getting punished with Turtle, with the EXP. Again, they're falling a little bit behind, but not enough to really set Reborn apart.
Well, Acer's just got his Blade Armor and Shadow's got his Interior Shield. So the next team fight is going to be a little bit better, hopefully. But Kagura opted to go for the first item, Necklace of Durance, to try and deal with the regeneration coming from Grog and also the Alice Ultimate Lifesteals here, which is a very smart pickup, but it neglects his burst damage potential.
Yeah, I think he doesn't want to be as bursty. He wants to kind of give over these kills.
Acer is going to be in some trouble. He's caught in the wall. He's going to get sandwiched here. Pops the ultimate through retreat here. Defensive play here, but they have to wait this out now.
Yeah.
MYA.
Manages the Sky Avatar out of there, skedaddle, and make sure he doesn't give over another kill. But again, I think Lamal's in this position where he wants to just
look
be...
at this annoying Valeric here. He's always making space. Though they did change up his skills with the first and second skill here, so the root is going to be an AoE spell instead of a single target unit now,
which is definitely helpful in team fights.
You can see caught 4. He just bought so much time here. But speaking of which, here now Reborn, they are going to be in some trouble. Helga pops the ultimate silo. Ultimate does not get him. 3-man silence here. Fantastic stuff. But Diki pops the ultimate. Answers this here. MYA doing a lot of damage here. Valeric with the ultimate as well. But surprising, Silo is still alive here. Carry not going to be joining the fight yet though. Oh, he's going to back off instead. Cho is going to be pushing up top here, and now here in the middle side here, surprisingly, they eventually get Silo here from MYA.
A 1-for-1 trade-off. Not as good as you would want it to be, but I think you have to give a lot of credit to Kenpachi there. He kind of knew that Fabi was going to go around to the backside, so he saved his ultimate to make sure that even the silence is not going to go through. Quickly pops it off, gets a 3-man silence from Fabi, but still, they all collapse on him, knowing it's like, hey, we knew you were coming, we're ready for you, we're going to give you the 1-2 punch.
Exactly, and not to mention as well, the split push as well. Seeing that how tanky Silo is, considering that we were expecting Cho to play a tank build here, but Silo and also Kenpachi and Will X, they just bought so much time. MYA was trying so hard to actually destroy or kill them off, but he actually bought time for Rid to actually push out the tier 2 up top here, so which gives them a little bit more economy here. They're actually transitioning in towards the third item power spike now coming from Reborn.
Yeah, and now Rin, look at that offlane build. Just look at that. Oh, yeah. Bladed Spread plus Endless Battle, he is going to be chunking people out. And as you can see, he could...
The moment you see a better ultimate, we just don't hit. Wait for the ultimate to finish and just re-engage. So you kind of need MYA to force them to fight no matter what instead of just backing them out.
Yeah,
which is kind of hard.
I do agree here, but I think especially for Gato's position, he can't really get out of situations if he uses the Sky Avatar to get in. So I think he knows that he has to deal with the carry. So as long as he pushes the carry out because of the blade armor, it just becomes difficult because carry hasn't even finished her.
Shadow's gonna get caught right here. He's gonna reverse. He's gonna get bursted down. Shadow's always up, but he's so tanky with the ultimate here. But fortunately, you look at this, Fabi just like
he's like, nah, I'm not having any of this.
Guys, I need help, Fabi. Guys.
It looks like they might.
Fabi is waiting. He wants to jump on carry here. Looks like
he's not recalling. They want to engage.
No, they definitely want to engage here. Gato used his second skill already here.
Oh no, they're gonna proxy the wave real quick. Okay, sure, but they will lose a tier 2 in the process.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of creep wave.
Huh, interesting. I mean, if they wanted to engage, that would probably be the best time. You just use the Dark Knight Rises, Dark Knight Falls, and the Acer just goes for the
I don't
big
think
ult.
they could, considering that they didn't have Shadow. Like, the main
That's
physical damage
true.
output is from Shadow as well as the Acer. So, I don't think they want to fight that, but still, Reborn's got the full control of this game. They're definitely going to be snowballing their way through potentially here. Kenpachi is being a freaking nuisance with the bombs as well.
Yeah, I mean, they're using Kenpachi really, really well, and I think he has played a pivotal role in this game to make sure that Fabi doesn't get too far ahead or accelerates his game plan with kills. But let's just see how the rest of the team plays, because now it's come to that point where it's like, all right, 11 minutes, Lord's gonna turn to Luminous Lord. Can we break into this inhibitor?
Yeah, looks like they're going to be aiming for the Lord, but before that, Reborn is still fighting for the opportunity to actually go for a pick-off here. You can see Rin is up top, trying to set up to actually take off Fabi here, but Long is going to be starting up. They are going to be sending Grok as well as Diggy to actually zone them up here, but looks like they might have some sort of engagements here. Evo X, they're buying a little bit of time here with Kenpachi, but now Kurt pops the ultimate here. There's going to be a disaster here, but Grok wipes the floor with them. They don't even need the rest of the team here, and Acer is caught all by himself here, and MYA, they just can't fight in that tight spot here, considering they have Kenpachi as well as Evo X with the damage output.
Now they can take Lord for free, uncontested. They already lost their tank. They already lost their carry at this point, so this should be a free Luminous Lord. However, I do think MYA lacks a little bit of communication there. I mean, Fabi was going in, the Acer was going in, the rest of the team just did not want to deal with it at all.
Like Fabi should not even be in the front. Like, he should not even be in the front. It should have been Shadow and Acer going in to check first. But, you know, it's Fabi, you know, he has damage output, but he's just not as tanky as a tank.
I do think that Fabi should have taken a little bit of a longer route. He got a little bit greedy with the way he pathed. He pathed down to the most obvious way to get to Lord instead of taking the way behind with the rest of the team. But, I mean, it could have been played. It definitely could have been played better. But now we're just waiting on Lord to start running through. There he goes. He is spawned with all 3 waves pushing. I mean, this is make it or break it here.
Yeah, I don't think they can do it anymore. Like, they don't have physical damage output. Fabi is just not being able to do what he's needed to do. Unable to get those solo pickoffs here, considering that Cho is definitely slightly stronger than than Hellcat a little bit. But if you get the silence timing off on him, you can do a lot of havoc. But so far, Reborn is not giving any kind of opportunities here. Hold that thought for now. Silo popping the ultimate, catches on all Beleric, pops the ultimate here. Everyone just ignores him as Rin catches our Kuchikabu, pulls him back, destroys him. Now they're going to be in some trouble. MYF did lost Cho. Fabi's going to be next, and they are wiping them one by one here, coming from Reborn, and they might take game here. Everyone is dead. It's just the tanks here, and the Lord will close things up. Reborn just understanding perfectly on what they need to do and the draft here.